Hi, my name is Kelly Fogarty. In today's 5-minute Mindful Medicare Minute, we'll focus on what is Medicare Part D. So let's get started. Today's topic is Medicare prescription drug coverage, or Medicare Part D. It's important to keep in perspective that Medicare is made up of parts. Original Medicare is made up of Part A, hospital benefit, and Part B, your medical benefit, and Part D was added in 2006 as part of the Modernization of Medicare Act, and is actually, while the terms are developed by the government, private insurance companies are actually the administrator of Medicare Part D drug coverage. Let's start off by talking, what is your entry fee to have prescription drug or Part D? Well, I first alluded to in the intro that Medicare Part D is administered through private insurance companies. That means there's actually two ways you can go about getting prescription drug coverage. One way is to buy what's called a standalone prescription drug plan. This is a private insurance company that's sole purpose is to just give you prescription drug coverage. Right now, in any given market, there's a series of maybe 10 to 15 to 20 drug plans in your market, and you can go on Medicare.gov and see the list. The other way to go about getting prescription drug coverage is to get what's called Medicare Part C, or an Advantage plan. I'm going to get into Medicare Part C and Advantage plans in our next video, but essentially Medicare Part C or Advantage plans is a private insurance company, and that insurance company embeds your hospital, your medical, and your drug coverage all into one product, giving you your prescription drug plan. One of the trickiest things to understand in Medicare Part D is that drug coverage has different levels or phases. It can morph over time. So understanding what the template is for drug coverage that all insurance companies must follow will help you understand when you're picking one insurance product or one plan over another, which one is best for you. So the first phase that an insurance company that's offering Medicare Part D can choose to implement is what's called a deductible phase. When they have a deductible, it means that you must pay the full amount of a medication until you hit the threshold of the deductible. Most insurance companies, at least at this point, waive that deductible on generic medications, but you got to pay the deductible on brand name medications or medications that they call a higher level or a higher tier level. Once you've paid the deductible amount into your plan, then you fall to phase 2, called the initial coverage level. In this level, most plans will make you pay either a copay, a fixed dollar amount for your medication, or a coinsurance, which would be a percentage of the cost of your medication. You will stay in this phase until you hit a true maximum out of pocket. That means what you paid in the deductible phase and what you've paid in coinsurances or copays, if that adds up to a certain amount of money. Right now it's $2,000. Next year it's going to go up $100 to $2,100. If you get to that amount of money, you hit the third level or phase called catastrophic. When you hit this phase, then you will pay $0 on your medications for the remainder of the year. Now, what you pay in copays and percentages and what your deductible is depends on the insurance plan you pick. That's why it's good to work with an agent where we can plug in your medications and the pharmacy you take and play with the numbers and look at strategies with you to find the plan that will minimize your cost with what is offered in the market. That wraps us up in a high-level overview of Medicare Part D. It's always important to review each calendar year how your medications are covered with your current insurance company compared to others, as it can change from year to year. Coming up next, we're going to talk about what is the difference in your insurance options in Medicare. The two main roads any consumer can go down is to choose either a supplement or a Medigap policy or a Medicare Advantage plan. The difference in these two options is vast and wide, and not one size fits all. Even if your best friend picks something, it might not be right for you. So we'll talk about the differences for a high-level overview in our next video. So tune in.